Who gave birth to these creatures? Who in God's name gave birth to these creatures? I have never heard anything like this in my life before. And this is very important, especially for those of you that goes on vacation. You go on vacation, you book hotels, and yeah, let me just give you a little breakdown before I go ahead and roll out the clip. Because honestly, I can't still wrap my head since yesterday that I've been able to gather this clip. This white woman have the guts, the audacity, the effrontery, the temerity to set her camera. Now, not to do anything, but just to tell people how to wash their unders, their pants. Now, guess the ironic nature of it. This lady said if you are on vacation, and you run out of panties or you don't have anywhere to get any other new ones, the only thing for you to do is to use the coffee maker. Use the coffee maker. I can't wrap my head till now. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credits belong to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in at this episode. With that being said, let me roll out the clip so that you guys can actually watch. Disclaimers, this is just for educational purpose so that we can both learn and know what to do with our life.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room, even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear. I did not realize how many people already knew this hack. I learned it years ago from a friend that was a flight attendant, and it's brilliant.
I'm currently in a hotel and I am sick, and here's a travel hack for you. If you run out of clothes, you can just stick a pair in here, run the hot water cycle, and then they come out clean. You just gotta hang them to dry. Perfect.
You nasty Hamanaka. Baby, all you had to do was run some hot water through the coffee maker. Don't put any coffee in there, just water only. Go into the bathroom, pull up the stopper in the sink, put your underwear in the sink, and then pour the hot water over there and let it clean that way. But no, instead you went and put your nasty underwear in a coffee maker. Even if housekeeping were to take that same coffee maker and boil it, it still would have to be thrown away. I'm talking about this as a hack. No, baby, this is a heave. People are dry heaving now. I already got an entire suitcase dedicated to cleaning supplies. Now I got to bring another suitcase for appliances. I shudder to think what y'all are doing with the irons. People ain't gonna even iron their clothes no more. You're gonna have folks on vacation walking around all wrinkled. Because of you, my husband is traumatized, and so is everybody who's seen your video. It's not just you making this hack video, it's so many others. All of y'all are nasty. You already got people bringing their own cleaning supplies, their own towels, their own bed sheets. Now we gotta bring our own appliances. At this point, we might as well all stay at home. If hotels go out of business, they need to sue you. Nobody wants to worry about whether or not they're consuming vajayjay juice or any other type of juice. These coffee making companies ask you to do this so that more people will just go out for coffee or DoorDash coffee to make them more money. Is that what it is? Because you about to make them a whole lot of money, baby. Don't you be washing your panties in coffee pots no more. No more, you hear me? No more.
You're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room, even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear.
My blood hath run cold. I wish she was joking. She's in her comment section saying it's not a joke. Oh my God, if you do this, I hate you. We are not the same species. You are not fit to live in polite society. Consider this a public service announcement, because I know that any person with sense would never ever think that anyone would do something like this. This should be illegal. This is like a biohazard. Why? Why? If you run out of underwear, try soap and water and a hair dryer. Better yet, just buy new ones. It is only February, and this has the potential to ruin my entire year. I'm so glad me nor my family has ever used the fucking Keurig machine at a hotel. I saw this on I'll put a screenshot up. I thought it was fake, her putting her dirty underwear in the freaking Keurig thing. I've never used a coffee machine in a hotel, and now I never will. She's putting her dirty underwear in this Keurig coffee machine. She says any coffee machine, put your underwear where the coffee grounds go. And then you look it up, it's a real thing. She literally did this. 11/9/2025. I'll put a screenshot up. First of all, you knew how long you was going to be traveling. Why didn't you pack enough underwear? Number one. Number two, even if you're going for a week, that's 7 days. You know you're supposed to pack 10 pairs. Why would you not pack enough underwear? Why would you not pack enough? You better off washing them in the tub than putting it in the coffee machine for other people to use. That's so disgusting. Literally. And they say stuff about us, usual suspects. Usual suspects.
All you do, put your underwear where you put the coffee grounds. You close it.
I have no words. I have no words. I have words. What? So, instead of washing her nasty behind skivvies in the sink like normal people do when they're on vacation and don't have enough underwear or clean underwear to wear, she puts them in the automatic coffee maker to clean them. This is horrendous and disgusting. And this is why I don't use automatic coffee makers, and I don't like to use automatic coffee makers, but my rational fear is because they don't clean the automatic coffee makers that well, so I don't use them. Never in my life would I have thought anyone would be using it to wash their disgusting underwear. I have a question for this lady. Ma'am, do you do that at home? This is why you can't eat at everybody's house. You can't eat at everybody's house. Whoa, you can't eat at everybody's house. And that's why that song exists. And that saying. Friends, stop using that automatic coffee maker. You don't know what disgusting person has been in that room and does disgusting stuff like this. Even in the high dollar ones, to include the Disney hotels. A lot of people are like, oh, it's Disney, it's top tier, it's this and it's that. But you have people of all different incomes and classes that does disgusting stuff like this. Yes, it might be a Disney property, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't use that Disney coffee maker if I was you that's in the room. This is a PSA because I care for humanity, and I just wanted to let y'all know this is what people are doing. Every day we stray further and further away from the Lord, and yeah. When will this be over? When?
I am convinced that that lady that is telling people about putting underwear into a coffee making machine to wash it is trolling all of us and is dancing on all of our heads. Because there's no way you can sit and convince me that there's actual, like I would need some thorough sitting down and some thorough convincing that people actually do what it is that lady was telling people to do to their underwear in that video. There is just no way. Do not piss me off. There is no way you are putting underwear into a coffee making machine and calling yourself cleaning it, especially a coffee making machine. You know that you're not the only one that's using that hotel room. So what gives you the gall and the gumption to take your underwear and put it into a coffee machine that does not belong to you, into okay? No. Right? No one? No. Ne? Thank you.
See, this is why you don't supposed to be using none of those hotels add-ons. Ladies, I need y'all to come to the front. Y'all got some explaining to do. Are y'all familiar with this? Do y'all do this? You have this filthy ass woman. She talking about how when she travel, if she don't pack enough underwear, the dirty panties that she have, she used the coffee maker to wash her underwear, y'all. The fuck?
I'm about to show you guys my underwear.
Like, it's so many questions. Like, this is so trifling. Like, bitch, you couldn't hand wash it in the sink. You couldn't get in the shower and use the soap and wash them in the shower and air dry it. Not only that, you traveling without enough panties. I could have sworn ladies be overpacking with panties. Because y'all be having y'all little drips. You know what I'm talking about? Ladies, how many panties y'all be packing when y'all travel? Comment. And I'm sure before you got to that hotel, you knew you ain't had another pair of panties. Why not stop and go get you some from Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, the dollar store? But you wanted to do this weird ass sick shit. And it still probably ain't clean. It's just getting hit with steam water. You ain't even say nothing about putting a little dab of soap in it or nothing. Now, all the ones that use these coffee machines in the hotels, what you thinking?
In the bathroom?
Just nasty. That's that Neanderthal shit we be talking about. Y'all be trying to make it seem like we crazy. Like we mean for saying it. And the coffee maker? The shit that people make their morning coffee in? I don't care if they clean it. Nobody needs your period blood in their morning brew. Nobody needs a shit stained latte. Like, this is why we are different. You couldn't throw no soap and clean that in the tub? Nothing? And the coffee maker? How lazy could you be? Like, and people don't really understand. This shit is cultural. This is a cultural thing. Go wash your ass and bring extra underwear. How about that?
If you didn't bring enough panties on vacation, do me a favor and go buy yourself a new panty pack or go wash the old ones in the sink or the bathtub. Washing them in the coffee maker that the hotel provides for you is off limits.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever.
Why I do not trust every hotel room. Not only do you have to worry about bed bugs, but you also have to worry about your coffee coming with a side of coochie. Turning a coffee maker into a laundromat is exactly why we cannot have nice things. This has got to stop.
Hey you guys, story time. Does anybody else not use the coffee maker in their hotel room? Here's the deal. I was told years ago that that's how women clean their underwear. Well, not just women, probably men too. Clean dirty underwear or like pantyhose or anything like that. They put them in there and it disinfects it with the hot water. So I've never made and brewed coffee in my hotel room. But I found out everyone else on the on the trip, they're all making their little lattes and all their drinks in their hotel rooms. Does anybody else not use their coffee maker in their hotel room because of the gross stuff that you don't know what happens in there? Or is that just like absolutely crazy and it's really not true?
Say what now? Service announcement.
You're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my God.
So for those of you that travel regularly and you use the Keurig machine in your rooms, you might want to stop doing that. The whites are using the Keurig machine to rinse out their worn, dirty, used underwear. Yeah.
Hygiene is cultural, and this series continues because I continuously get comments and find out new things that people of a certain complexion are sharing online that no one else is. And the aversion to cleanliness that some of you have is really crazy to me. It's like you're angry that people are questioning why you don't bathe. Or
So you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear in it? Even the
baffle me how certain things are not kept private or kept secret, and it's because you think that your ways are standard and that everyone else is just being extra.
I aim for the feet always. Sometimes I don't like bend over and get I wash everything.
Whoa, I aim for the feet.
Yeah, the feet. I don't want the feet smelling. So
yeah.
I definitely do that. Then
but then you don't. What? Yeah. If you're gonna go to the feet, then do the legs. They're on the way.
I agree. I think you should wash it, but there's definitely been times I went to the shower. I was like, oh, this is
tits and
tits.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen so many women, white women, learn from black girl shower TikTok, and I think it's a beautiful cultural exchange.
I have found myself over on Black Girl Shower Talk about 6 months ago, and let me tell you, it's changed my life.
But when we get to things like sharing toothbrushes and sharing loofahs and sharing razors and sharing deodorants,
reasons why every couple should share the same toothbrush. It makes more economic sense. It's simply cheaper to buy just one toothbrush instead of two.
I think we've reached a point where it's like maybe we should look internally as to what we are practicing, if that's okay, because at a certain point in life, personal hygiene matters. I don't care if we're having sex. I don't care if we're a couple. I don't care if we're married. Personal hygiene, key word, the operative word is personal.
We use clinical strength deodorant, so you don't need to reapply during the day, ever. In fact, if you don't take a shower the next day, you're still covered. We also share razors and we also share loofahs. Mind blown that all of you people out there are getting different loofahs, different towels, different body washes, different shampoo, different hairbrushes. Are you kidding?
But the certain level of disdain that some people have for cleanliness is wild to me. Just wild.
Do you wash your underwear using hotel coffee makers? There is a lady on this app that is telling people to wash their underwear using hotel coffee makers. Watch this.
I'm about to show you guys one of the cool pair of underwear to wear.
Please do not ever do this. Do not ever do this. I mean, this is a prime example of the minority ruining it for the majority. This is disgusting. Like, and the fact that she's like, oh, this is like a secret hack. Like, put your underwear in and the hot water. Ma'am, absolutely not. Do not do this. It is nasty. It's disgusting. And it's just like you're ruining it for everybody. Put your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of this?
Well, it's easy. What is this type of behavior on Obama internet? What in the world? This is nasty as hell. And I thought I'll show you guys. So don't you ever use those coffee makers. This is disgusting.
What do you mean that there are people? What do you mean that people are using the hotel coffee makers to clean their dirty drawers? What are we saying? I seen a white woman talking about flight attendants, teaching them a life hack of using the Keurig and the coffee makers in the hotel rooms to clean their dirty drawers. I thought it was common knowledge that you don't use the hotel coffee maker because well, no. Now, me personally, I typically do not use the hotel coffee maker because the brand of coffee that they provide is just not what I drink. And if I want some coffee on vacation, I'm going to go find a nice little coffee shop or just get what I know and what I love, typically. But no, I don't think that anybody would think not to use the coffee maker because somebody is using it to clean their dirty drawers. I'm sure most regular, normal people or thinking that people were using the coffee maker to make coffee and possibly tea, or maybe for just some hot water. But to clean your dirty drawers, like the sink isn't right there? What's wrong with y'all? Legit, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why is that a thing? I can't.
Hello, travelers. When you travel around the world and you're staying in hotels, don't use your Keurig maker like this, because this is disgusting, by the way, and you're spreading diseases. These are just some of the diseases before I show you this video that's going to help save your life. This is what they're doing.
You guys one of the coolest tricks ever.
So don't do that, people. That's disgusting, because it doesn't even get hot enough to really sanitize the panties. It doesn't even, and unless you tell the hotel that you've done that so that they can properly clean and disinfect the unit, then you're spreading E. coli, staphylococcus, streptococcus, mold, all kind of stuff. The temperatures do not get high enough to disinfect. Okay? It's disgusting. Stop. It's not cute. Somebody needs to find that lady and press charges or something. Find the list of the hotels that she's been in and press charges, because there are like freaking college girls that get in a lot of trouble for leaving sanitary stuff with their friend. They be getting a lot of trouble. That's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm sure there's a case there. I'm positive there's a case there. It's disgusting. So when you travel, don't be like that.
In the bathroom? Yeah.
What the living chicken was. So my friend who works in a hotel, she always tells me, do not use the kettle, the electric kettle, wherever you are. Do not use the coffee machine in whatever rooms it is. And I thought she was just kind of lying to me. I thought she was just playing jokes on me. I thought she was just saying, oh my gosh, like, people, like, use, like, the electric kettle to clean their underwear. Ha 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 ha. I thought she was just joking, dog. You serious? That's why we can't have nice things. This is the reason why, because that is disgusting.
Has anyone else seen the lady that came on here, like, life hack for when you're traveling and, like, you don't have any clean underwear? She says all you have to do is bunch up your underwear into a little ball and put it in the coffee, the hotel coffee machine, where you would put the coffee grounds, but you just put your underwear in there. And it puts hot water through it and disinfects it, and then you can dry it with the hair dryer. But that's not where her saga ends, because then people are rightly outraged at this lady, but then people went with, you go back on her page, and like 3 years ago she made another video where she's like, I went on a trip with like a bunch of other people, and they were all making coffee in their hotel rooms, and I thought everyone knew that you should never use the coffee pot in your hotel room, because someone told me a long time ago that a lot of women clean their underwear in the coffee machine. So I just know never to use the coffee machine. Ma'am, that's you. You are those women that are clean. You're probably the only woman. You're probably the only person doing that. Is this a fetish? That's gotta be it. It has to be her. Because there's no reason. There's no reason to make two videos 3 years apart on opposite sides of the conversation.
Nah, ladies, y'all got some explaining to do. Cause I done seen some shit about y'all that I wasn't supposed to see. And being nosy and getting into women's business, I done went down the wrong rabbit hole. So now I gotta ask the question. Why are y'all using the coffee makers in hotels to clean your panties? Oh, you ain't hear what I just said? This woman made a video saying that if she travels and she didn't pack enough underwear, the best thing for her to do when she gets to the hotel is wash her panties that she was using out in a coffee maker. You don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Look. I'm out. I got so many questions. First question, why don't you have enough underwear? Second question, why didn't you just take the panties off and go in the bathroom and wash them? Why did you have to use a coffee maker? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is why you are never supposed to use any of those things in your hotel room. Because you don't know if people like her is using those things in your hotel room. Ladies, y'all gotta explain this. Y'all gotta explain this. Jump in the comments.
It is 2026. I should not have to get on here and tell you not to use the hotel coffee machine to wash your dirty, nasty panties. That's the whole video. Don't do that. It's not a hack.
I have never been so happy that I don't drink coffee, because have you guys seen the video of the woman washing her panties in the hotel coffee maker? How many people have been drinking panty coffee? There's panties in your coffee.
Should you wash your underwear in a hotel coffee maker? No.
Your underwear.
When I first saw this, I thought, okay, this has to be satire or some kind of trolling or rage bait. But looking at her other clips, I think this is genuine. So I was like, what? And why did this lead me down the rabbit hole of the urban legend that flight attendants use the hotel coffee makers to wash their underwear? The hopefully urban legend. Hotel coffee makers are used to wash underwear, says flight attendant lore. But why? This life hack from Reddit is 6 years old. In a hotel room and need to clean your underwear, use the coffee maker. I feel so insane. This creator has posted about the underwear in the coffee pot thing before. In this 2023 post where they talk about how they were told that people use the coffee maker to clean their underwear.
Does anybody else not use the coffee maker in their hotel room? Here's the deal. I was told years ago that that's how women clean their underwear. Well, not just women, probably men too. Clean dirty underwear or like pantyhose or anything like that. They put them in there and it disinfects it with the hot water.
If this is true, I want first-hand knowledge. Do you know somebody personally that you have seen, witnessed with your eyes, put their panties in the coffee maker? Meanwhile, I do not use the hotel coffee maker, and it's not because I was concerned about panties being in there, which was never an issue before this day. I worry they're nasty because of mold and backup and like they're never descaled, etc. This is not an endorsement of any brand. I use a collapsible silicone electric plug-in kettle that I pack in my suitcase. It compacts like that. You plug it in. You got to make sure it dries all the way before you pack it or it will smell bad. And then I use a pour over coffee filter very similar to this one that has a lid on top, because if I use it outside for camping, I don't want little things to get in there. You just use the regular cone filter inserts and your favorite coffee. I use a thermos really similar to this one. You just take the lid off, set this on top with your cone filter and your coffee, and then you pour some water that's not quite boiling, basically, from this over top. And then this becomes your like pot of coffee, and you can pour it into cups from here. If you need to wash your panties in a hotel room, if it's truly an emergency, just hand wash it in a sink, even with like hand soap, and rinse it thoroughly. It's going, from a straight up science perspective, how is pouring boiling water over your panties going to get them cleaner than actually just like physically scrubbing them with your hands and like some body wash and rinsing them thoroughly and letting them dry in the shower or whatever overnight while you sleep? Hello? Have none of you had a strange midnight encounter in which you had to wash? Okay. Also, isn't everyone packing like 12 pairs of underwear per 2 days of travel, or is that me? Actually, while we're here, don't use any dishes you find in a hotel either unless you hand wash them yourself, because just please. All right, love you guys, drink water, bye.
The Coochie Coffee Lady literally runs a health and wellness page, and she's out here telling us to wash your dirty underwear in the hotel room coffee pot. I know for a fact that hotels are scrambling right now and they're playing PR because they know that they're gonna have to put signs next to their coffee pots saying don't wash your underwear in here. I don't think any of us are gonna be able to go to a hotel room anymore and look at the coffee pot the same. I personally don't even use the coffee pot, but now every time I pass through it, I'm gonna have to look into it and see if there's a fucking dirty underwear in there. I wouldn't even be surprised if she used the same coffee pot that she used to wash her dirty underwear to brew a fresh cup of coffee. There's some things in life that we just have to take to the grave. This is one of them. Tara Woodcocks, you should have taken that to the grave. We did not need to know that. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? That sounds so ridiculous. Do not wash your underwear in the coffee pot. Oh my god.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever.
I believe that in 2026 I have to say this, but please do not engage in this hack because this presents a serious health issue, particularly for those with immunocompromised systems. Those machines are not cleaned consistently as it is. So now on top of that, we have all your juices and your sweat. How about we go to the bathroom, fill the top with hot water and soap, or the sink, take your two good hands and you just wash them by hand. And then you just use the blow dryer or the iron, or even better, you can leave them drying overnight. You know what's also concerning? That almost 1,500 people liked that video and a couple of hundred others saved the video, meaning that probably they either have tried it or will try it.
She deserves life in a federal maximum security prison with no possibility of parole. And I'm not even playing. And y'all, she got kids. Like, this lady has crotch goblins, and this is the type of content that she's posting to the internet. And I know her kids are getting teased in school because they are calling her the coochie coffee lady online. Even if this is rage bait, this is such a poor attempt at rage bait because it literally makes no sense. Why would you wash your underwear using the coffee maker when you have a sink in the hotel room? Justice for the coffee makers, because how is she a whole health and fitness content creator after she admitted to making that same coffee maker a biohazard? Jail immediately. See, this is why they tell you do not use the coffee makers in hotels, because you have no idea what they've been through.
Do y'all want to see something really disgusting and gross? Hold on.
I'll show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever.
That's just disgusting. I'm really glad that I am not like a huge coffee drinker. However, what happened to washing in sinks? You know, like, that's like a biohazard. What is wrong with you? Oh my God, tell me y'all's thoughts. Tell me what you think about this.
Jesus Christ, that is all I got for this video. So if we go to hotels for vacation, we go to hotels for probably the house is being fumigated and you just needed a place to stay. All of these things are no longer safe. You see why I will keep saying it in my videos that I don't know where these people inherited their own dirtiness from. Now they are transferring it to other people. That is why some people ended up going to a particular vacation and coming back, they are sick. Because you don't know what you have taken. A coffee maker. And they are so proud, so bold to be able to say it. Why are these people not arrested? For me, these people should be arrested. These people should be arrested. Why are they still walking freely? Where they can literally wash their smelling undies inside a coffee maker. A coffee maker that someone will literally still come and use. That is disgusting. There is a limit to one being dirty. Just like the second clip I played said. So you mean to tell me now that if we're now going for vacation or anything, we're already packing our towels, because on most occasions, like if we are going to like go out of town and we know that definitely we're going to stay in a hotel, what we do definitely is we pack our towels. I love to buy plenty white towels because I know I'm going to be using them whenever I'm going other places. So we'll pack our towels. Some people even go to the extent of packing their own sheets, bed sheets, because of the level and what is really happening now. Now, we're not going to be carrying an extra bag, maybe for hot water kettle, for coffee making, and so on and so forth. I saw this video, I was so disgusted. Like, even when I was doing the research of this video, my husband was listening to what I was playing in the background. My husband was like, geez, I travel a lot. I don't even know what I'm taking there anymore. This should not even be a discussion online at all, honestly, because this is irritating and this can actually make a lot of hotels to go out of business. So for me, this woman would have been arrested. Let's trace the particular hotel that she has visited and let the hotel sue her. Because this is obviously putting people out of business. Opening your mouth to say you can actually wash your own dish with a coffee maker. It's crazy. I don't know what to say anymore. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing my videos, dropping super thanks, joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like how to say in my videos, I'm going to be saying, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Just let me know your honest opinion in the comment section. Bye for now, guys. I love you.